What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Wednesday with a 12-game slate here tonight. I got it broken down for you with my Money six of my favorite plays on the slate. So before we get going, like always, if you could drop a like in the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you if you can do that for me. Yesterday, very up and down night. The pitchers both sucked. Tanaka and Paddock both kind of had the same situation going. They had good starts. But then in the middle innings, they let up home runs, just let some pitches over the middle, and let up the DraftKings points with that, and just lost. And then I finished with around like 2 and 4 DraftKings points, and both good spots too. So that really sucked. And our hitters, they were pretty damn good. Devers, double digits. Daniel Murphy went deep. Schwarber went deep. Chris Davis was 7. He was close to hitting a home run. So disappointing night just because of the pitchers, but hopefully we can have some more production from them tonight. So let's hop right into it. The first guy up is going to be James Paxton. Originally, I was going with Chris Sale at 10,600 there, a little bit cheaper. But there is some weather concerns in that game. It could possibly be delayed, so keep an eye on that one. I probably will pivot to Chris Sale if there's more certainty that that game won't be delayed. But right now I'm going to go with James Paxton here at 11,300. So his last start, he was limited to only 66 pitches, but they said after this one, after that start against San Diego, he should be like a full go going forward, or at least like 95% probably. I would see him going closer to 90, 100 pitches. And going against the Toronto lineup here, that does have a high strikeout rate, 26% against lefties. Paxton has a 34% K rate this year, a lot of swinging and misses, and they're only implied 3.5 runs. So Paxton, really good upside, has shown some really good stuff this year, and I like him a lot here in this spot. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there, but like I said, keep an eye out on Chris Sale because he saved $700, and I think he can have a really good outing as well against Kansas City if that game is good to go. And for my second guy, though, we're going to go with Yu Darvish here at 7,100. I do hate going with these guys that can beat themselves. There's nothing more frustrating than when you go with the guy on DFS and he's just giving up walk after walk and just being super wild, and the hitters aren't even beating you. It's literally the pitcher. But that can happen with Darvish, but hopefully not tonight. His price is pretty damn cheap at 7,100 here, considering how well he's been pitching recently. 19, 17, 27, and 16 for the last 5 starts. And he's going against a Colorado lineup that doesn't walk as much. They are pretty free swinging, and they will strike out a lot. So I think that can definitely help him. And he's getting great pitching conditions here in Wrigley Field. There's going to be like 12 mile an hour winds blowing in from left field. And he's had a really good BVP history against these Rockies hitters, a 41% K rate and 51 plate appearances. So I think he's going to keep his hot kind of streak going and have another good start here. We saw Hendricks struggle with the long ball yesterday, but he got a ton of strikeouts. He's not even that big of a strikeout pitcher. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in Yu Darvish there, though, as my second guy. They want to go with Bregman. This guy's been on a nice little hot streak recently. 5,200 here, going against a right-handed pitcher in Mike Leake, who's not a very good pitcher. He allows a lot of home runs to right-handed batters, 2.5 home runs per 9 allowed to them. And so far in the season, has a 297 ISO versus righties. So I think he has a good shot at going deep. If not, gets an extra base hit, drives in some runs, has a stolen base chance. Not a huge stolen base guy, but he did it the other day against Seattle. And I think he can do it again. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first hitter. Then I'm going to go with Tyler Austin here. I'm going to throw him in the outfield at 4,200 here, going against the lefty. Tyler Austin is much better against lefties, and he's going against a bad one here in Jason Vargas, a guy over the last few years that allowed a ton of home runs to right-handed batters, and we're getting some good hitting conditions here. It's going to be humid, 12-mile-an-hour winds blowing to left field, and Tyler Austin, like I said, extremely good against lefties, 350 ISO and a 452 WOBA versus them so far in the season. So I think he's a good shot at going deep, and I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second guy. I'm going to go with Matt Carpenter here, another good shot of going deep here, going against a guy he's absolutely demolished throughout his career. 11 for 24 against DeSclafani with 2 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs. So in 24 at-bats there, he has, 6 extra base hits, so he's absolutely killed him. And DeSclafani has been getting abused by left-handed batters so far this year as well. He's allowing 3.2 home runs per 9 to them. There is some winds blowing out to right field as well to give even some more juice to these lefties. And they're implied over 5 runs. So Matt Carpenter was back to that leadoff spot, I believe, yesterday. I'm I'm like 95% sure. I thought they would mention it in the notes here. I'm pretty sure he was in the leadoff spot yesterday, but he has really good upside again here against DeSclafani. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my third guy. Then I'm going to go with Ohtani, another guy. Very slow start to the season, similar to Matt Carpenter, but he's starting to heat up a little bit recently. 2 of his last 4 games has gone deep against right-handed pitchers. That's always where you want to go with Ohtani. He is not very good against lefties, but against righties last year at a 344 ISO. And like I said, those 2 home runs in the last 4 games are showing the upwards trend for him, hopefully. And he's going against another right-handed pitcher who's not great, not really a strikeout guy. That's one of the biggest flaws in Ohtani's game, is that he does strike out a good amount. So I like him a good amount here, 3,800. Another guy that does have stolen base ability, hasn't showed up so far this year, maybe because of his injury. They're kind of going slow with him, but I think he can get a stolen base any given night as well. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my final guy. So yeah, James Paxton, Yu Darvish, Matt Carpenter, Bregman, Tyler Austin, and Ohtani. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, though, if you want to save a little money, and if this game is cleared, like I can show you the difference. We had 35-25 remaining, and now we have 3,700 with Chris Sale in there over James Paxton. So definitely keep an eye on that weather, though. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. 80+ likes would be appreciated. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any more MLB DFS content and information. Leave a comment in the video if you have any questions. And good luck. We'll see you back here again next time.